Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno invokes the principles of dignified silence and depoliticizing the judiciary when asked about the High Court's falling out with the President Benigno Aquino. She also evaded answering questions on the last-minute inclusion of now Associate Justice Francis Hardaleza in the shortlist of nominees. Sereno says the judiciary is exerting more effort to depoliticize the entire system.
If we do not involve ourselves into the muck and rake of politics, then democracy has a better chance of surviving in the country. In other words, on a day-to-day basis, we attend to our duties. We ensure that cases move forward. We are able to somehow arrive at a minimal backlog of the cases. Things are speedy. All the funds are judicially audited by the COA, not only when there is public attention to a particular project, but on a daily basis, COA auditors are fearless. We are supposedly, and we should be, the most depoliticized high constitutional officers. And because this is
Sereno reiterates a principle she laid out when she assumed office. She says the judiciary needs to practice greater restraint than the more outspoken legislators. Sereno's stance is in stark contrast to her predecessor, ousted Chief Justice Renato Corona, who regularly made speeches and gave interviews that lashed out at the executive.
But the Chief Justice cannot engage the way politicians can engage. You know, the politicians, because the arena that they move in is such that they can react immediately. Hindi naman yun ang arena na dinesign sa amin eh. Pag ginawa namin yung ginagawa ng mga ibang sektor, hindi na po kami karapat-dapat na huwes. So, ang tingin ko po, tama po ang sinabi ko about dignified silence.
Sereno vows to change the perception that justice delayed is the norm through modernization of the judiciary. She says the judiciary is targeting the creation of 500 volunteer courts by 2016 to target the backlog of cases. She also says dispute mediation will be aggressively pursued as a form of resolution.
But now the judges are telling me that they are just so hopeful because their dreams for a modern and sophisticated, speedy, accessible system is now coming true. That is what I hope that you can share, the dream, one dream I hope you can all share with me about. Now, this will mean that we will no longer be wasting a lot of time in postponements. Unless these are acts of God, we do not allow postponements simply because one lawyer suffers a stomach problem, which is the usual case that you are encountering now. If we are going to make this come alive, then the national government must give us the necessary support for this to come about. We have 25 this year who will begin conducting a continuous trial. If we can hit 100 courts by next year, that will already be a fundamental change of the landscape. By the end of 2016, maybe we can have about 500 courts participating in a continuous trial system.